So, welcome back to Talk Tuesdays, my self-development podcast, where every week we jump into different topics and we get straight to the point so you can utilize the resource and information and apply it to your life. And this week, I want to speak about a revelation I just had. So, I love self-development. It's my thing. It's like my favorite thing to do. Some people like ice cream. I like self-development. And I usually listen to Les Brown. If I'm feeling down, I listen to Les Brown. I read books by Brene Brown. I listen to Eckhart Tolle and I read Eckhart Tolle's books and I apply them to my life. And conventionally, when I'm listening to all of them or any other speakers on self-development and growth and following your dreams and fulfilling your aspirations, is usually about faith and sticking to something. And it seems rather simple, like, okay, I want to do something and stick to it. But it's very, very far-fetched from my realm of life. But this most recent week, I came across that hurdle, and I feel like not effortlessly, but I definitely got to the other side of the tunnel. And I just want to share about what that process is really, 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 really briefly. So for the most part, I've always done the things that I do. I've always create things. It's my thing. Like, rather if I go to an arts and crafts store and I'm making something, or rather I'm with my friends creating something, rather I'm creating fashion, I've always been a creative. And I've always worked outside of being creative. So if I had a job, mostly in fashion, I always try to be the visual. I always wanted to be the merchandiser. I always wanted to kind of breathe my creativity into usually a very corporate functional job, which didn't always work. And I kind of felt like I had to do those things because I'm a human being and I wanted to live somewhere. I wanted food, the basic necessities of life. So every time I listen to Les Brown or Brene Brown and they're just going through the psyche of how to motivate yourself, it's kind of very far from my lifestyle, my reality, like, oh, just do what you want to do and see it through. Most recently, I feel like life has unfolded in a way that I have no choice but to choose myself. So when I was working on my projects this weekend, I was very, very scared to take them to the next step because there's a whole process. I'm involving other people and I'm being looked at as the go-to person. So I was feeling very nervous, just very scared, and I got through it alive. And that is the revelation that I'm sharing with you. I don't think there's like a ceremony or a Star-Spangled Banner that gets sung when you realize your potential and you realize that you're working towards something that you're supposed to do. It's an internal feeling, and I wanted to jump up and down, and I was inside, and I was very, very, very much happy, even though it's a completely different feeling from the security of going to work and knowing that in a couple days or next week you're going to get a paycheck. It's a completely different feeling, but I know if I don't do the things that are in me and the things that I'm trying to do now, I kind of will have to live with the bitterness of what it is to not have tried. So I'm just sharing my revelation with you today to let you know that it's just a real process. It's just life. And I think sometimes when I hear these stories from other people who are so far from me, they have a very perfect presentation of themselves. I'm always like, yeah, faith, but what else? And what else? What else? And that's just me and my questioning. But the what else is, it's just you. It's your story, and I think you just have to enjoy it and you have to believe in yourself, but you also have to push past your fear, because the other side of that is you're still there and all your pieces, all your fingers and your toes are still there. You just know that you surpassed that. So now when I'm approaching my project this week, I have the confidence of last week, but I also have the confidence of the team that I built, that I know they're looking to me to provide leadership. They're looking to me to provide skill, and they're showing up. So I want us to achieve our goal. And I think the pressure of that, little bit of it, what little bit of it is, it's not stressful, but the little bit of pressure it is to be responsible is kind of propelling me and building me, and also creating confidence in me where I once didn't have. So this is me on the other side of fear, on the other side of self-confidence, and just sharing my journey of self-development with you. So hopefully you hear this and you'll be able to see something through that you've been thinking about and working on. Trust me, if it's inside of you, if you have a thought about it, an idea, if you see it, just try to do it. Just show up in some way. And those little things are your life keys, to help you be you. So this is Talk Tuesdays, and this is March 16th, and I'll see you guys next week. Reach out to me on Twitter at Alicia. I'll leave that in the description box, and let me know what you think of this or what you hear about this, or if you want me to go further into any